Hi, this is Norcaffeine and welcome back to Prison Architect, the Prisoners of War Winter Edition mod. So, as you can see, since the last video, there has been some progresses. I have fenced out the area around the next holding cell or block and the prison. I also may have skipped some boring construction work on camera. However, we are nearing the point where we can take in prisoners, so we will just have to wait for that. Now we are in the minus, which is not good, although we have a German lumberjack making us money, so we can sell these logs. Holy shit, that's cool. And I also discovered that I had turned off every sound in the game because I prefer to play music instead of hearing the sounds all over and over again. But I will be turning it back on for the video and for myself as well, of course. It's been a long time since I've played this game with any sound, that's for sure. But yeah, we will have to finish a yard, and then we gain 10,000 Reichsmark, so we can continue building. And as you can see, we have our workers are busy working. So now I will open my prison for... who should we take? The Soviets? I think we can handle them. There will be more. Yeah, we take the Soviets because this is winter. This is not Belgium. This is what will this be? 1942. At the highlight or the high. Oh, what's the name for it? The lucky year for the Germans, or the year where the Third Reich was at its max, or at its peak, basically. So we will be taking in loads of Russian, Ukrainian, Soviet soldiers, basically, or max security prisoners, and we will need that extra cash we will gain from the federal grant. The Führer gives us cash, or basically we are funded by the state anyways, to take in Soviet soldiers. So in 12 hours 8 POWs will arrive, so we will have to be in tip-top shape for that. And we now have finished that, so we can, no visitation of course, we will have the maintenance, of course. This isn't a dirty prison, or it will be, I believe. We will unlock deployment and patrols. Also, cleaning and dish. Sweet. There's some. Yeah, I really like this mod. It's very well done, and I think it's just. It came out for Alpha 17. So there is much more that can be fixed on. Oh shit! I really hope the mod author keeps this mod up to date, or has plans to do it, because I really like it. So yeah, there's that. I will be just skipping away this boring stuff here. So I will come back when the prisoners arrive at our prison, and I have built up this cell block and the other stuff necessary for our prison to run run well enough. So I will see you there. So now we're back. There are 2 hours until the prisoners arrive. All eventual escape routes are covered, I really hope, or else we are in a bit of a pickle. Over here I will be having a rather massive cleaning cupboard, and where is it? Oh, we have to unlock prison labor. but I will want to have that as a laundry room. So the next, yeah, we don't really have to stress with this because we have enough space as it is. Yeah, I didn't really realize I built this 2 tiles away from the path, as opposite here is just 1. So my OCD will be a bit displeased. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. If this wasn't a video, I would really freak out. Crap. But yeah, I don't feel I can spend the cash on doing this silly thing like placing grass, but why the hell not? We're Germans. We can do as we please. So, just speed up the time, and we will hire some more. And now we can finally place some guards. No, we can't. We can place them, but I want the patrols to be unlocked, which will come just in time, I believe. But what I will do is open this just for convenience sake. And is there no door here? What? Oops. Well, it's now. And that. So, very nice. We have unlocked prison labor, so we can now place out our laundries. Or laundry. Can't really afford any more stuff. So everyone will be designated janitors or cleaners, basically. Oh, I thought that was fuel. Oh, it looks really much like fuel for the... That would be cool though, if you had to buy diesel to run your stuff. But yeah, look at these guys. Not really typical Russian names. But yeah, it's been 70 years, but we are back where we used to be. German officers bringing Russian POWs. So for that we are earning 1,600. So we gain 200 Reichsmark per prisoner. If you have the Americans or medium security, I think we get 100, and then British, aka low security, we gain 50. So since we don't have any workshop right now, I would rather have max security prisoners in the beginning, and then take when we have the workshop and we can gain a sustainable income, I will go and grab what's it called? Yeah, less risky prisoners, maybe. Or if it turns out well, we don't have to care about that at all. But at any rate, we now have patrols, so it would be prudent to place out some patrol routes. So of course I will want to have some in the not in the kitchen, in the bathroom, so nobody gets shanked. Or worse, if you drop the soap, you know what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't think people were into that when they were in gulags, but you never know. So we, yeah, just... You may think this is overkill, but you realize this is a German stalag, or gulag, or prison camp. So overkill, what's that? It's German efficiency, and no prisoner should go without being supervised, basically. And just for now, we will place one guy in here, and one guy who just patrols like so. I would be more worried about the guard situation when we have more prisoners. This laundry room is rather large though, but we will have to endure. So now The sad thing is that they are exactly 8, so I hope they are spread out evenly in the holding cells, or they will after a while. Oh, what the hell? But yeah. So now we have to connect everything up to the good old grid. What's without? Why am I doing this? Sorry. Everything is connected, which is nice. Very nice. It says we can't have any prisoners, but look here, we can. Or where are they? Oh, they're at work. Go figure. So I will put someone through kitchen safety and hygiene, because why not? They have to make their own food, because screw them. So we will be having some going in there, and that will help on the reform grade, basically, because they have some education. Everybody who comes out of here will be cooks. And what? Did you just urinate? Which also reminds me, I need to have a shakedown. Yeah, so they're split evenly out in these holding cells, but I have to check if they have contraband, which they do. Some vodka, some rusty scissors. So oh, these guys, yeah, I will just have to open doors right there. Some cigars, some more booze. So some amount of contraband, and oh flip shit, that's a problem. I can afford to have that open as well, because the gates themselves are open. What I will have to do for the moment, I can assign these guys. I'll put 2 guys to patrol here, so whenever a truck or person will want to go out, the guards will come and open for them. So that was good, I discovered. Bit of a newbie mistake by my side. I will just... oh, what the hell? Oh, you are tired. I will just have everything open. For some strange reason, even the director, which is like... he's not the security boss. This one is the Oberstleutnant. They don't have the keys, which is strange. Personnel key, you couldn't open that? Oh, for the staff doors, yeah. That makes sense. But in any case, we are now nearing nothing. Poor guys. So their needs are, whoa, very high. There's nothing more for them to do right now, so I will just send them out to do whatever they want. So yeah, sorry I had to cut away. There's a lot of background noise, but I hope it will subside now. What was I doing? I've completely lost the thread, sorry. But yeah, we have opened the doors so people can swarm right through. Yeah, I noticed there's some idiot over here who is confined to solitary confinement, which is quite problematic because I don't have any solitary confinements. So for the moment I will just have to set up a makeshift room until I unlock policy in bureaucracy, but I really don't want to pay 1,000 for that right now. Oh, holy moly, what's going on? Oh, so for some strange reason they have radios, even back in these days, or they had radios but not personnel radios. So what's the needs? Not hygiene, so there's no apparent need for sleeping. Now there's 3 guys who is bound for the solitary cell, which is a problem. Maybe I should just accept another grant. the old... Yeah. And this. Very nice. So, by accepting that one grant, which I had basically fulfilled from the beginning, we gained a lot of cash, so now we can survive. So, I will be hiring, just spamming out some people right now. And in the bureaucracy screen, I will be, I will do this as well. But firstly, camp policy, groundskeeping, and for the hell of it, bank loan. So, maybe education, reform programs for your POWs. Well, the thing is, you don't educate the prisoners of war. Why would you do that? But yeah, you have the option if you want to. What I was about to say is that what was I about to say? Yeah, we have to... yeah, I will do the contraband as well, because it's something I recently understood or learned, basically, about that. The thing is that, yeah, you can do shakedowns, you can find contrabands on people. However, you can see on the contraband menu, when you unlock that, how much contraband there is in your prison. It doesn't say by numbers, it just say by a slide, and that is relative to the amount of prisoners you have. So the red, yeah, I will basically wait until it is researched. It's a bit futile to try to explain it right now. But in any case, we can afford ourselves a workshop, which I probably want to set up sooner rather than later. And we will just be doing it like so. And no metal detectors, of course. Although, speed up, schneller, schnell. We will drag a power cable over there. Everything is fenced in. Fences all over. And this poor guy is standing outside, freezing, bleeding. Needs to sleep. He's miss his family. Yeah, he's having a really bad time, basically. That's what you get, you scumlord. So, maybe I really want to have my so-called solitary cells outside, because this is no place for to go on vacation, that's for sure. It's no tropical paradise prison, this air. Being caught while smuggling cocaine in, I don't know, in Malaysia, for example. You really want that instead of ending up here, this miserable hole. Death penalty is better than this. Yeah, Robert Sagami, I bet you're having a whale of a time. I really hope that will affect them even more, that will make them abstain from doing a certain kind of crime, or all kind of crimes, actually. Oh, loads of prisoners coming in next time. But yeah, so for example, if he was trying to knock out one of my guards and he was put into solitary and had a bad time, he would think twice before doing that again. Right now it acts as a deterrent. They will get a suppressed rate, they will be suppressed, basically, feeling beat down, so they will have a lower chance of making a nuisance of themselves. But yeah, so this good old... oh, I hate when this happens. I don't know if any of you guys have this problem. This usually happens when I pass about 200 people on the map. You basically just make them move and it fixes itself. But it's very annoying when you're doing shakedowns and that happens. I really hate it. So like 5 guards are standing, and one search takes forever because they just spaz out in the doorway. But yeah, now we will get a huge load of prisoners. And what the hell? It's a guy with a smiley shirt. What a clown. Fantastic. So yeah, you won't be smiling that much any longer, Clark. You're about to go downtown. So now we finally have some meat on the bones. We can keep 48 prisoners with this setup here. So 48 plus 48 is 96. When this block of holding cells are set up, now yeah, they will be spreading them out evenly, which is nice. But yeah, and we'll also have to assign people a bit all over the place. Don't need that many janitors, and we will be designing ourselves a factory, not a workshop, a factory. And the saws and presses are just the same. It would be cool if they were making ammunition and that stuff. Oh, and so I will be placing out some carpentry benches just because we want that extra cash. And I really apologize if you hear One Direction in the background. So I think it's safe to resume. Sorry, it's quite annoying, but family, no sound isolation at all equals, yeah. So if you are annoyed by a bit of that background noise, you can just imagine how I feel having survived with that in 2 years. I would gladly take this treatment, to be honest. I'm so tired of it. But anyways, we are coming along nicely. Our factory is, I'm so tempted to say workshop, but it's a factory. It's coming along nicely. And I have the danger level is increasing. And in the bureaucracy, we will be unlocking the armory. Ooh! The Luger pistol. Carry the Luger, a potent single-shot weapon that will render most targets unconscious instantly. Lugers can only be fired once. Before they weren't that bad. Lugers were very respected guns. So I love how that's the stun weapon. But yeah. Also, what's interesting to know is that when the Allies, or normally the Americans, were fighting in the Bulge, and they found a Luger pistol on a corpse, they would usually take it because they were very sought after, like a souvenir, basically. Oh, but the thing is, if they were captured by the Germans, they would be executed on the spot, having stolen such a prized weapon from what would normally be officers or high-ranking military men. So stealing Lugers, bad fucking idea. Now you know. So I think we can place the morgue here, because I will have the kennel and armory here. And morgue slab. And we have a fight, so I will just have to pause for the moment. People are quite angry, and How is the regime? Yeah, there's free time. I will just say free time right now. And also, I will have to activate the factory safety induction. Like so. Now, as this, yeah, easily beat down. What I was about to say is that now we have the contraband screen. So now you can see, I will pause, that there is a large demand of weapons. The thing is, the demand is higher than the supply. So, prisoners will go an extra length, I think, to grab weapons in comparison to luxuries, which there is a lot of, so the demand is saturated by the supply. So there is not really much need for them to go after that. However, weapons and tools are sought after. This, however, shows you how much of this contraband is present. So if I were to order a shakedown right now, the luxuries would go down. You would see it slightly go down when every time they find a luxurious contraband item, which I just recently discovered. So that's pretty cool. So we will have to do a shakedown once the situation has fixed itself. So yeah, it pays to have a lot of guards. As you can see, we are taking some beatings. However, when we get our armored, our weapon, what's it called? Our armed guards, the soldiers, they will think twice before making havoc. So yeah, that's that. We will need a table as well, which I totally forgot. Put it down. I think a lot of logs, that will be it for now. Still, we're taking some skirmishes here. They haven't given up the will to fight, which is understandable. We'll just have to break their will, basically, until the last man surrenders, which will be in a while. So, soon, I think the urgent needs are, yeah, family and food, so I will have to place out some of these writing desks. I know it's granting them some opportunity to express or be free, giving them some privileges, but really, I need them to be non-violent. Doesn't pay for them to beat up my guards all the time, and if they stay in confinement, they won't fix their or go and eat and that stuff, so they will continuously make trouble. As you can see, we have quite a few people who will be in lockdown now before dinner time, which is quite problematic, I feel. But yeah, send you down there, and we soon have the armory, which is nice. You are walking slow. You're exhausted. Okay. But yeah, so now I will be ending the video after dinner, and I will just show you the contraband thing. Maybe we'll see some of this rice once they have eaten and stolen a spoon or a fork. Maybe. Let's see now. Once they leave, will it increase? Oh. Who is trying to... Yeah, so you were making mischief. But yeah, now they are returning back. It is sleep time. I will actually give them free time. Just if they... Yeah, somebody is writing to their... He was writing to his family, so his need for family was saturated. Maybe I will make this into a visitor room. For the moment, I need to be able to shave off some of that family need, because it's really hurting business. So there goes the ruthless Stalag plan, sadly. But yeah, now, as you can see, Let's open this screen. So now we can see weapons have increased dramatically. There must be a very high need for where is it? Privacy, freedom. Defense was a need, where they would, if that was high, they would be going after weapons to defend themselves. But at any rate, now we will watch this. As the shakedown is underway, we can watch this, and I will speed it up a lot actually. And hopefully my theory is correct. As you can see, this is slightly going down. I will keep my mouse pointing here. So now these bars are retracting, as you can see. You see that? Slowly but surely. Yeah, so it's not proportional to the amount of prisoners, but the total amount of. So if there were 100 booze bottles and you found 50, it would go halfway down. Because if you found one, you wouldn't really notice any change. But now we can see every piece of contraband is found, so they will sink down to 0. And now the demand has increased. So rule for the day: limit yourself from commencing shakedowns every single hour. It's really fun to make them bend over and reach for the sky or whatever while they be searched in the bum. But watch this. If you have a lot of red on your supply side, you should really do a shakedown. If not, don't bother. So yeah, that was the second video. Next I will continue getting more prisoners. As you can see, not very long until the next time. And I will upgrade our guard hold with dogs and weaponized soldiers, or soldiers basically. So that's it for episode 2 of this Stalag mod. I will be thanking you for watching. Please leave a like and comment. Also check out this mod. I find it really funny, and I hope you will as well. And subscribe on the Steam workshop for it. So yeah, and please leave a like. And I will be seeing you the next time. So until then.